Hello friends, today we will see in this lecture Laplace transform. As we know that the Laplace transform is applicable only for continuous function. Now, the definition of this Laplace transform is Laplace transform is used for solving the differential and integral equations in mathematics. It is used for analysis of linear time invariant system such as electrical circuit, harmonic oscillators, optical devices and mathematical system. Laplace transform is one kind of operator which operates on a function f of real variables t to produce the another function capital F of real variable s, that is in terms of frequency. Means time function changes to the frequency function when we apply the Laplace transform. This Laplace transform is nothing but one of the operator which operate on the function, that is f of t changes to f of s. It is denoted by capital letter L and we write it as Laplace of f of t equals to f of s. Now the definition of this Laplace transform is what? Let f of t be given function, f of t given दिया रहेगा, defined for all t greater than or equal to 0. t कैसा होना चाहिए? Which is positive value, positive रहेगा. Its Laplace transform is defined as Laplace of f of t is equals to f of s is equals to integration from 0 to infinity e to the power minus st into f of t dt. This is equation number 1. Provided that the right hand side of equation 1 is exist, that is it converges to some specific value s, that is finite. For example, Laplace of 1 equals to 1 by s. By using the definition you can find Laplace of 1 equals to 1 by s. Second example is Laplace of t equals to 1 upon s square. Then Laplace of t raised to the power n equals to n factorial upon s to the power n plus 1. Now the next example we will see in details. Find the Laplace transform of Laplace of t raised to the power n, where n is a positive integer. Now by the definition of Laplace transform, what is the definition? Laplace of t raised to the power n is equals to integration from 0 to infinity this exponential term e to the power minus st into t raised to the power n dt. Here s is greater than 0. Now we will solve this integration by parts. So t raised to the power n is the first function and exponential term e to the power minus st as the second function. So first function t raised to the power n into integration of second function e to the power minus st upon minus s limit 0 to infinity minus integration 0 to infinity n into derivative of first term t raised to the power n minus 1 into e to the power minus st upon minus s dt. So if we apply the upper limit and lower limit in first term, that will get 0 plus second n upon s integration 0 to infinity. This is t raised to the power n minus 1 into e to the power minus st dt. Now that we will solve again by the integration part. In this way we will get n into n minus 1 dash dash up to so on into 2 into 1 divided by s to the power n into integration 0 to infinity e to the power minus st dt. Now again simplify that integration. What we get? This we know that n into n minus 1 into up to so on into 2 into 1, that is nothing but n factorial. So n factorial upon s to the power n into integration this integration of 0 to infinity e to the power minus st dt is minus of e to the power minus st upon s. As we know that how to take the integration of exponential term, that is exponential term as it is divided by the derivative of power term and the limit 0 to infinity. So in this way, Laplace of t raised to the power n is equals to n factorial upon s to the power n plus 1. So in this way you will get the Laplace transform of t raised to the power n. Note that Laplace of t raised to the power n is equals to n factorial upon s to the power n plus 1 for n is positive integer. Again, if n is not positive integer, if it is fraction, then which formula we have to apply there? That is Laplace of t raised to the power n is equals to gamma of n plus 1 divided by s to the power n plus 1 for n is a positive fraction. This formula we have to apply for n is a fraction. Now we will see the one of the example when n is a fraction, that is find the Laplace transform of t raised to the power 3 by 2. How to find? As we know that Laplace of t raised to the power 3 by 2, that is equals to gamma of 3 by 2 plus 1 divided by s to the power 3 by 2 plus 1, that is equals to, if after solving this gamma function you will get 3 by 2 into gamma of 3 by 2 upon 2 divided by s to the power 5 by 2. So in this way 3 by 2 into gamma of 1 by 2, how to write 3 by 2? 1 by 2 plus 1, and we know that gamma of n plus 1, that is equals to n into gamma of 1. So this is equals to 3 by 2 into 1 by 2, take outside the gamma function, that is 1 by 2 into gamma of 1 by 2 divided by s to the power 5 by 2. So 3 by 2 into 1 by 2, as we know that gamma of 1 by 2 is nothing but root pi divided by s to the power 5 by 2, and that equals to 3 into root pi divided by 4 into s to the power 5 by 2, which is the required result by using when n is a fraction. Some formulas of Laplace transform are there, some standard results are there, that we know that here f of t, the column of f of t, and the second column is Laplace of f of t, their Laplace transform. As we know that 1, and then their Laplace of 1 is nothing but 1 by s, where s is greater than 0. Then t, Laplace of t is nothing but 1 upon s square, where s is a greater than 0. As t raised to power n, that we have already seen recently, that is Laplace of t raised to power n equals to n factorial divided by s to the power n plus 1, where n is a integer for s greater than 0. When n is a fraction, then gamma of n plus 1 divided by s to the power n plus 1, where n is not equals to 0. Then Laplace of e to the power at, that is equals to 1 upon s minus a, where s is greater than a. In this way we can find the Laplace of sin at, that is equals to a upon s square plus a square. Same way Laplace of cos at equals to s upon s square plus a square. Sin hyperbolic at, Laplace of sin hyperbolic at is nothing but a upon s square minus a square, where s is greater than mod of a. Then same way Laplace of cos hyperbolic at is equals to s upon s square minus a square, where s is greater than mod of a. Now some properties of Laplace transform. Now the first property of Laplace transform is linearity property. As we all know that we are familiar with the linearity property that we have seen in each and every operator, that is when you have taken the differentiation or integration, then there you have to use this linearity property. So the statement of this linearity property is, if c1, c2, cn, these are the constants, and f1t, f2t, fnt, these are the functions, then the Laplace transform exists. Then Laplace of c1 into f1t plus up to so on cn into fnt equals to c1 C1 is the constant, take outside the Laplace transform, that is C1 into Laplace of f1t plus up to so on Cn into Laplace of fnt. ये आपको क्या करना है, शो करना है. We have given there the Laplace transform is exist there. So this is the statement of linearity property. Now we will see the example on that linearity property. Find the Laplace of sine square twice t. As we know that sine square t is equals to 1 by 2 into 1 minus cos of twice t. Therefore Laplace of sine square twice t is equals to 1 by 2 into Laplace of 1 minus cos 4t. That is t replaced by twice t. So you have to by using the linearity property, that is separate that terms, the 1 by 2 into Laplace of 1 minus 1 by 2 into Laplace of cos 4t. So take the Laplace of 1 is 1 by s, so 1 by 2 into 1 by s, that is 1 upon twice s, minus cos of 4t, that is s upon s square plus 4 square, that is 16, that is s upon 2 into s square plus 16. So in this way Laplace of sine square twice t equals to 8 upon s into s square plus 16. So in this way we will see the we have seen that the how to use the linearity property. Now the second property is that first shifting theorem, that is first shifting property. If we have given the statement of that property is, if Laplace of f of t equals to f of s, it means that we have given the definition of Laplace transform, then Laplace of e to the power at into f of t equals to f of s minus a. It means that when we multiply the original function f of t by e to the power at and then taking their Laplace transform, then at that time s changes to s minus a. Now the proof of that theorem is that property, that is let Laplace of, we have given Laplace of f of t equals to f of s, that is f of s is exist there. So we have to apply the definition there. Laplace of f of t equals to integration 0 to infinity e to the power minus st into e to the power at f of t dt. So this is equals to 0 to infinity, the we have to add their exponential term because the base of that exponential term is same, so we have to add the power term, that is minus, take outside the bracket, s minus a into t f of t dt. Now replace p by s minus a, so we will get 0 to infinity e to the power minus pt into f of t dt. Then apply the Laplace transform here. So this is nothing but Laplace of f of p or capital F of p. So the Laplace of e to the power at into f of t, replace p by s minus a, that is equals to f of s minus a. In this way we have to prove here the first shifting property. Note that the effect of multiplying f of t by e to the power at results into shifting s to s minus a in f of s. Now the example on this property, Laplace of e to the power 4t into t cube equals to Laplace of t cube, where s changes to s minus 4, because here t cube multiplied by e to the power 4t, so s changes to s minus 4, and we know that the Laplace of t cube is nothing but 3 factorial divided by s to the power 4, s changes to s minus 4. So that is equals to 3 factorial is nothing but 6 upon s minus 4 divided s minus 4 to the power 4. In this way Laplace of e to the power at into sin bt. So the Laplace of sin bt, where s changes to s minus a, Laplace of sin bt is nothing but b upon s square upon b square, s changes to s minus a, that is nothing but b upon s minus a its square plus b square. Now the next example is Laplace of e to the power minus t into cos hyperbolic twice t. as Laplace of cos hyperbolic twice t, where s changes to s plus 1. Here e to the power minus t, a is replaced by minus s to s plus a minus 1. So that is equals to s upon s square plus s square minus 4, where s changes to s plus 1, then s replaced by s plus 1, that is s plus 1 divided by s plus 1 its square minus 4. Next example, find the Laplace transform of the function e to the power minus thrice t into 2 into cos of 5t minus 3 into sin of 5t. Here we have to apply both the properties linearity as well as first shifting property. Now the Laplace of e to the power minus 3t into 2 into cos of 5t minus 3 sin 5t, that is equals to, here the function multiplied by e to the power minus 3t, so here s changes to s plus 3. Now the Laplace of 2 take outside the Laplace transform, that is Laplace of cos 5t minus 3 into Laplace of Laplace of sin 5t, where s changes to s plus 3. As we know that Laplace of cos 5t is s upon s square plus 25, that is twice s upon s square plus 25 minus 3 as it is, into sin 5t is 5 upon s square plus 25, where s changes to s plus 3. Now after simplification you will get twice s minus 15 divided by s square plus 25, where s changes to s plus 3. Replace s by s plus 3, you will get 2 into s plus 3 minus 15 divided by s plus 3 its square plus 25, that is nothing but twice s minus 9 divided by s square plus 6s plus 34. Now the change of scale property. If Laplace of f of t equals to f of s, then Laplace of f of at equals to 1 by a into f of s upon a. Now by the definition, Laplace of f of t we have given, that is 0 to infinity e to the power minus st f of at dt. Let at equals to u, that is a dt equals to du, then the above gives Laplace of f of at equals to 0 to infinity e to the power minus, that is t equals to u upon a, t replaced by u by a, minus s upon u into a, f of u du upon a. Now take 1 by a outside the integration, you will get 0 to infinity e to the power minus pu, here s by u replaced by p into f of u du, that is equals to 1 by a. Here apply the definition of Laplace, that is f of p, where p equals to s upon a. Therefore the Laplace of f of at equals to 1 by a into f of s upon a. Note that it is convenient to remember Laplace of f of at equals to 1 by a into Laplace of f of t, where s changes to s by a. Now the example on this property, that is Laplace of sin hyperbolic 3t, that is equals to 1 by 3 into Laplace of sin hyperbolic t, where s changes to s by 3. We have to apply here the first change of scale property, that is 1 by 3, here s to s by 3. As we know that Laplace of sin hyperbolic t is 1 upon s square minus 1, s changes to s by 3, so s replaced by s by 3, what we get, 1 by 3 into 1 upon s by 3 its square minus 1, that is equals to 3 upon s square minus 9. So in this way we have to apply here the Laplace, that is the change of scale property. Now thank you very much. In this lecture we have seen some properties of Laplace transform, that is linearity property, first shifting property, change of scale property. So in this lecture we will stop here. Thank you very much.